If you're 55 to 85 and can still do this, you're a rare gem, the kind of person who carries a spark most have lost. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear may just help you unlock a hidden map to living beyond 100, straight from the people who already danced with time and came out smiling. She was 87 and sharper than a knife freshly pulled from the whetstone. I met her in a little garden behind a chapel in Tuscany, where she was pruning tomatoes like she had done every summer since 1945. When I asked her what her secret was, she didn't talk about supplements or doctors or special teas. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "I never stopped being curious." That one phrase sent me on a journey around the world to meet people like her, rare gems aged 55 to 85, who showed me through their habits, thinking, and movement that long life isn't luck. It's legacy, it's practice, it's choice, and most importantly, it's about never giving up the little things. The story that stuck with me most came from a man named Suresh in southern India, who at 82 still climbed 60 steps every morning to a hilltop temple. Not because it was easy, but because it was rhythm. He told me, "When I climb those steps, I remind my body it still belongs to me." And that's what this video is about. The small acts of ownership that build resilience over time. The little rituals, movements, and mental shifts that, when practiced consistently, create longevity, vibrance, and a sense of unshakable joy. But to give you the real answer, we need to step into this like a doctor would. Not with cold charts, but with a warm heart. I'm going to explain this to you in plain, everyday language, the kind you can pass to your grandchildren over a bowl of soup. So sit back, breathe. You're not just watching a video, you're visiting a clinic of the human spirit. Now let me tell you something I learned from a 93-year-old carpenter in the mountains of Bulgaria. He had survived 2 wars, a revolution, the loss of 2 sons, and a collapsed lung. And yet every morning he sanded a single piece of wood, slowly, mindfully, just as he had done since he was 13. When I asked him why, he said, "Because it calms the storm in me." This is what medicine often misses, the storm inside. We can treat blood pressure, we can prescribe statins, but we cannot in a pill give you purpose. Yet every one of these rare gems had found a way to prescribe purpose to themselves. Now let's talk a bit about your brain. If you're over 55 and you still find joy in learning new things, you're keeping your brain young. Think of your mind like a garden. If you don't plant new seeds, weeds will take over. Watching videos like this, that's planting a seed. Reading, learning a new recipe, even telling a story in a new way. These are all acts of mental gardening. In Okinawa, Japan, I met a woman named Haruko, 101 years old, who still cooked breakfast for her neighbor every single day. Her secret? She never saw aging as a burden. She saw it as a badge of wisdom. When I asked her why she still cooks, she said, "Because it reminds me I can give. And if I can give, I am still alive." See, we measure life in years, but they measure it in value. When your value to yourself and your community stays strong, your body responds, your hormones regulate better, your stress levels drop, your sleep deepens, your digestion improves. It's all connected. Let me give you a little science. Every time you perform an act of kindness, your body releases oxytocin, a hormone that protects your heart and lowers inflammation. Your blood vessels relax. Your heart rate stabilizes. That's not spirituality. That's biology. So when these elders laugh, share, give, and connect, they're not just being nice, they're being healthy. Now about your joints and bones. If you're still flexible enough to tie your shoes, raise your arms, squat to garden or pray, you're winning. The key is not to be rigid, it's to stay like bamboo, strong but able to bend, gentle stretches in the morning, slow walks after dinner, playing with grandkids or pets. These small movements send big signals to your body that you're still in command. Your digestion. If you still enjoy your food and your bowels are regular, thank your gut, because your gut health affects everything: mood, memory, immunity. One 85-year-old in Italy told me he starts each day with a spoon of olive oil and one laugh. I asked why. He said, "Because oil keeps me moving and laughter keeps me soft." Sleep is another silent guardian. Most long-lived elders don't sleep with TVs on. They go to bed with stories, prayers, or silence. Their rooms are dark. Their nights are calm. They wake with intention. If you struggle with sleep, try this. Keep the same bedtime. Turn off screens an hour early. Journal for 5 minutes, and thank your body before sleeping. It sounds silly, but it works. Another sign you're rare: you still care about others. Loneliness is more dangerous than smoking, but being alone is not the same as being lonely. The elders I met made sure to have meaningful conversations every single day, even if it was just with a dog, a bird, or the face in the mirror. If you still make plans, you're winning. If you still wonder what tomorrow might bring, you're investing in time. If you still laugh at a joke you heard 10 years ago, your memory is still dancing. And if you still believe your life matters, then you are more alive than many 20-year-olds staring at screens. So let's revisit what makes you a rare gem. You move because it matters. You connect because it heals. You reflect because it guides. You serve because it gives you purpose. You learn because you're not done yet. You smile because it feels good to be alive. I once asked a centenarian farmer what the biggest change was from his childhood to now. He said people forgot how to look at the sky. I didn't understand at first, but then he pointed out that we used to look up, wonder, dream. Now we look down, at phones, at problems, at our feet. Looking up, he said, reminds us we're part of something bigger. So tonight, look up. And in the morning, look in the mirror. Not to check for wrinkles, but to thank that face for surviving so much, for enduring, for still showing up. If you can still do that, if you can still find a reason to love, laugh, and live, you are not just surviving. You are thriving. And this world needs more people like you. Stay curious. Stay gentle. Stay moving. Because while science may give you numbers, it is your soul that gives you life. Thank you for staying till the end. I believe in you, and I hope now you believe in you too. Until next time, rare gem, keep living like every moment matters, because it does.